think every year we seem to say that it's a pivotal year or a pivotal moment for open banking as we transition from the order. And it feels like we said the same again last year, but now what we have for the first time is we have a King's Speech which talks about smart data. We obviously had JWOC finishing their work on VRPs. And so really now is the opportunity to be saying, like, how do we transition from open banking era before into open banking, open finance era of the future? And really exciting times ahead over the next 6 to 12 months as we look to capitalise on interest from industry, government and regulators. Open Banking Expo is renowned for bringing together everybody that needs to be there that talks about open banking and open finance. And while that used to be an audience that perhaps was really just looking at the first part of open banking, what we now see is the banks are there, the fintechs are there, the card schemes are there, regulators are there. You're really sitting there and using the opportunity for everyone who's interested in the future of open banking into one place. And what a fantastic conference it is to really have the opportunity to progress some of those conversations with everybody in the same room at the same time. The beauty of the payments ecosystem in the UK is while it has huge dominance globally, and we really are looking now at the future of payments through the National Payments Vision, we still have a huge opportunity to progress. We actually probably are right at the beginning of that journey in the next era. And open banking has its huge role to play. So very much looking forward to seeing the work of Joe Garner and what he's been doing with the Treasury on National Payments Vision, where he obviously called out the opportunities for payments into open banking, to look at what's happening with variable recurring payments and really driving us forward. And I think it is important that we consider what else is happening around the world. We obviously look at open banking in the UK as sort of a flagship really for open banking globally. But sometimes when we go out to places like Asia, when we see what's happening with the US, we're seeing different approaches. We've looked at huge change in Brazil or India through the India stack. So I think it is important that we also have that at the back of our mind. There's ways to modernise our payments ecosystem in the UK, but there's lessons to be learned from others who've done it in a different way, perhaps in more emerging markets. And where governments around the world have got behind this and seen what the UK has done and then want to sit there and drive that forward themselves. So really now is our opportunity to bring that knowledge, that experience and that focus on payments in the UK, but be really ambitious and put in the plan for the next 5 to 10 years that's really going to take us into true payments modernisation. For me, attending the Open Banking Expo is just a great way to catch up with everybody who's there in the same room. It really is a conference now where everybody attends who are considering what's happening next for open banking, but also, as we've seen, really looking at the opportunities from open finance, look at the opportunities from leveraging smart data, and government and regulators who are looking at it. So for me, it's really important that you are there. If you're not there, you can't hear what's happening. And it's not just what's happening at the panels on the stages, but it's also the conversations that we all have the opportunity of having, where sometimes we only do those in round tables or one-to-one meetings. It's important that we also come together as an industry and really consider how we can collectively move this forward as well. So really looking forward to attending and hopefully seeing everybody there.